Every night without fail, you surrender to darkness. Your eyes close, your breathing slows, and something extraordinary begins. For the next 8 hours, your mind will create entire worlds, craft impossible stories, and experience emotions as real as any waking moment. But here's the mystery that has puzzled humanity for millennia. Why do we dream? Tonight, let's drift into the hidden landscapes of sleep and discover what science reveals about these nightly journeys of the mind. Gently, piece by piece, like following breadcrumbs through a moonlit forest. Picture this. You're floating in the vast silence of deep space, surrounded by billions of stars. Each one burns with ancient light, telling stories that began long before Earth existed. Now imagine that inside your sleeping mind, something equally magnificent happens every single night. Neural networks spark like distant galaxies, memories drift like cosmic dust, and consciousness itself transforms into something we're only beginning to understand. Your brain during sleep isn't resting, it's creating, processing, and weaving the fabric of who you are. Scientists have discovered that sleep unfolds in carefully orchestrated stages, like movements in a cosmic symphony. As you drift off, your brain waves slow from the rapid beta rhythms of waking life to the gentle alpha waves of relaxation. Then comes the descent into deeper waters. Stage 1. Sleep is like twilight, that peaceful transition where thoughts become fluid and reality begins to blur. Your muscles relax, your heart rate slows, and you enter a state that's neither fully awake nor completely asleep. But the journey has only just begun. Stage 2 brings something fascinating called sleep spindles. Brief bursts of brain activity that act like gatekeepers, protecting your sleep from external sounds and sensations. It's as if your brain builds a cocoon of silence around your consciousness. Then comes the profound depths of Stage 3, slow wave sleep, where delta waves roll through your mind like ocean tides. This is where your body repairs itself, where growth hormone flows, and where your brain begins its nightly housekeeping. Yet the most mysterious realm awaits. About 90 minutes after you fall asleep, something remarkable happens. Your brain suddenly comes alive with activity that rivals your waking state. Your eyes dart rapidly beneath closed lids, your breathing becomes irregular, and your muscles become completely paralyzed, except for your diaphragm and heart. Welcome to REM sleep, the stage where dreams bloom in full technicolor. Here, in this paradoxical state of high brain activity and physical stillness, the theater of dreams unfolds. What exactly happens during these REM periods feels almost supernatural when you consider the neuroscience behind it. The brainstem releases chemicals that effectively disconnect your motor neurons, creating what scientists call REM atonia, a natural paralysis that prevents you from acting out your dreams. Meanwhile, the visual cortex lights up like a Christmas tree, creating the vivid imagery of dreams, even though your eyes are closed. The emotional centers of your brain, particularly the amygdala and limbic system, become hyperactive, which explains why dreams can feel so intensely emotional, sometimes more so than waking life. But perhaps most intriguingly, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for logic, self-awareness, and critical thinking, becomes less active during REM sleep. This is why dream logic makes perfect sense while you're dreaming, even when you're flying through the air or talking to people who've been gone for years. Your brain's reality checking system essentially goes offline, allowing for the impossible to feel completely natural. So why does this elaborate nightly theater exist? scientists have proposed several compelling theories, each offering a piece of the puzzle. One of the most widely accepted is the memory consolidation theory. During sleep, particularly during REM phases, your brain appears to sort through the day's experiences like a cosmic librarian, organizing infinite knowledge. Important memories get filed away in long-term storage, while unnecessary information gets swept away, like dust in the solar wind. Research has shown that people who are deprived of REM sleep struggle to form new memories and often perform poorly on learning tasks. It's as if dreams serve as a bridge between temporary experience and permanent wisdom. When you dream about something you learned during the day, your brain isn't just replaying the experience. It's integrating it, connecting it to existing knowledge, and sometimes even solving problems that stumped you while awake. There's something almost magical about how this process works. Students who take naps after learning new material often perform better on tests than those who stay awake. Musicians who sleep after practice sessions show improved performance the next day. It's as if sleep doesn't just rest the mind, it transforms it, allowing new neural pathways to strengthen while others fade into the background. Another fascinating theory suggests that dreams serve as a kind of emotional regulation system. During REM sleep, your brain processes emotional experiences in a unique way. The stress hormone norepinephrine, which floods your system during waking anxiety, is almost completely absent during REM sleep. This creates an ideal environment for working through emotional conflicts and traumatic memories without the overwhelming intensity they carried during waking hours. Think of it as your mind's natural therapy session. Dreams often feature emotional scenarios, relationship conflicts, or anxiety-provoking situations, but they're experienced in a neurochemical environment that promotes healing rather than trauma. This might explain why people who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder often have disrupted REM sleep. Their natural emotional processing system has been thrown off balance. Some researchers propose an even more intriguing possibility. Dreams might serve as a kind of overnight practice simulator. The threat simulation theory suggests that dreams evolved as a way for our ancestors to rehearse responses to dangerous situations without actual risk. In dreams, you might flee from predators, navigate treacherous landscapes, or confront social threats, all while your body remains safely paralyzed in sleep. Modern dreams might reflect this ancient function in contemporary ways. How many times have you dreamed about showing up to an exam unprepared, giving a presentation naked, or being chased by some unknown threat? These scenarios might represent your brain's attempt to prepare you for potential challenges, running simulations that help you develop coping strategies for anxious situations. But dreams reveal something even deeper about consciousness itself. During REM sleep, you experience something that challenges our basic understanding of reality. You create entire sensory experiences: sights, sounds, emotions, physical sensations, without any external input. Your brain becomes both the director and the audience of an elaborate production that can feel more real than reality itself. This points to something profound about the nature of consciousness. If your brain can create such convincing experiences during sleep, what does this tell us about waking perception? Some philosophers and neuroscientists argue that waking consciousness might be more similar to dreaming than we realize. A controlled hallucination that your brain creates by interpreting sensory data and filling in gaps with expectations and memories. The exploration of dreams has also led to one of the most fascinating phenomena in sleep science: lucid dreaming. This is the state where you become aware that you're dreaming while still remaining in the dream. Lucid dreamers report being able to control their dream experiences, flying at will, summoning people or objects, or transforming the dream landscape through conscious intention. Brain imaging studies of lucid dreamers reveal something extraordinary. During lucid REM sleep, certain areas of the prefrontal cortex that are normally dormant during regular dreaming suddenly reactivate. It's as if consciousness partially awakens while the dream state continues, creating a hybrid state of awareness that bridges waking and sleeping minds. Some researchers believe that lucid dreaming might offer insights into the fundamental nature of consciousness itself. If you can maintain self-awareness while your brain creates a completely artificial reality, what does this tell us about the relationship between mind and reality? Some meditation traditions have practiced dream yoga for centuries, using lucid dreaming as a tool for spiritual development and self-understanding. The study of sleep and dreams has also revealed how intimately connected they are to our physical and mental health. Chronic sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired. It fundamentally alters how your brain processes emotions, makes decisions, and forms memories. People who consistently get less than 7 hours of sleep show increased activity in the amygdala, the brain's alarm system, making them more reactive to stress and negative emotions. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, the brain's executive control center, becomes less effective at regulating these emotional responses. This creates a perfect storm where you're both more likely to perceive threats and less capable of responding to them rationally. It's like trying to navigate a storm with faulty instruments and a broken compass. Dreams themselves can serve as a window into mental and physical health. Changes in dream patterns often precede the onset of depression, anxiety disorders, or neurodegenerative diseases. People with depression frequently experience altered REM sleep, entering dream states too quickly and spending too much time in emotionally intense dream episodes. Understanding these patterns helps scientists develop better treatments for mental health conditions. Recent research has unveiled another crucial function of sleep that connects to dreams in unexpected ways. During deep sleep stages, your brain literally cleans itself through a process called the glymphatic system. Cerebrospinal fluid flows through brain tissue, washing away metabolic waste products that accumulate during waking hours. One of these waste products is amyloid beta, a protein that forms plaques in the brains of people with Alzheimer's disease. Poor sleep quality impairs this cleaning process, allowing toxic proteins to accumulate over time. This might explain why chronic sleep deprivation is associated with increased risk of dementia and cognitive decline. Your nightly dreams aren't just psychological phenomena. They're part of a comprehensive biological maintenance system that keeps your brain healthy for decades. The mystery deepens when we consider that dreams aren't unique to humans. Most mammals experience REM sleep and show brain activity patterns suggesting they dream. Sleeping dogs often move their legs as if running. Cats may exhibit hunting behaviors, and laboratory rats show neural activity patterns during sleep that mirror their waking experiences of navigating mazes. This suggests that dreaming might serve fundamental biological functions that evolved long before human consciousness developed its current complexity. Perhaps dreams represent one of the most ancient forms of virtual reality, a biological innovation that allowed complex brains to process information and maintain themselves without the energy costs and risks of staying constantly awake. But dreams also touch something uniquely human in our experience. They're where metaphor and reality blend, where the impossible becomes possible, and where the boundaries between self and world dissolve. In dreams, you might speak with deceased loved ones, revisit childhood homes, that exist only in memory, or experience emotions with an intensity that surpasses waking life. Some cultures have always recognized dreams as a bridge between different states of being. Aboriginal Australians speak of the dream time, a realm where ancestral spirits created the world and continue to influence daily life. Many indigenous traditions view dreams as a form of communication with spiritual realms, a source of guidance and wisdom that complements rational thought. Modern neuroscience doesn't dismiss these perspectives. Instead, it reveals the biological mechanisms that might underlie such experiences. During dreams, the usual boundaries between memory systems break down. Episodic memories of specific events can blend with semantic knowledge, emotional associations, and sensory experiences in ways that create entirely new forms of understanding. This is why dreams sometimes provide creative insights that elude waking consciousness. The stories of scientific discoveries made in dreams, Kekule's benzene ring, Tesla's alternating current motor, Mendeleev's periodic table, might reflect how dreams facilitate novel connections between disparate pieces of information. When the brain's usual organizing principles relaxed, during sleep, unexpected associations can emerge. Artists, writers, and musicians have long recognized dreams as a source of inspiration. The surreal logic of dreams, where normal causality breaks down and symbolic thinking dominates, can reveal new ways of seeing and understanding. Paul McCartney heard the melody for Yesterday in a dream. Mary Shelley conceived Frankenstein during a waking dream, and Salvador Dali used techniques to capture the imagery of hypnagogic states, those twilight moments between waking and sleeping. Perhaps this points to one of dreams' most profound functions. They might serve as a natural source of creativity and innovation. By temporarily suspending the brain's normal filtering and organizing processes, dreams create space for new patterns to emerge. In a world that increasingly demands creative problem-solving, understanding and nurturing our dream lives might be more important than ever. The relationship between sleep, dreams, and consciousness also raises profound questions about the nature of time and memory. In dreams, you might experience events from decades ago as if they were happening now, or compress vast experiences into what seems like moments. Past, present, and future can coexist in ways that defy waking logic, but feel completely natural within the dream state. This suggests that our normal sense of linear time might be more of a conscious construction than an absolute reality. Dreams reveal that the brain can organize experience in radically different ways, creating narratives that follow emotional rather than chronological logic. A single dream might weave together childhood memories, current concerns, and imagined futures into a coherent story that speaks to deeper truths about your inner life. As we drift toward the end of our exploration, consider this. Every night when you close your eyes, you embark on a journey that's simultaneously deeply personal and universally human. Your dreams are uniquely yours, shaped by your memories, concerns, and experiences. Yet the process of dreaming connects you to something larger, to the mysterious workings of consciousness itself, to the evolutionary history that shaped your brain, and to the ongoing cosmic story of matter organizing itself into awareness. Science may continue to unravel the mechanisms of sleep and dreams, but it also reveals their profound beauty and complexity. Far from being random neural noise, dreams appear to be sophisticated biological phenomena that serve multiple crucial functions: consolidating memories, processing emotions, maintaining brain health, fostering creativity, and perhaps even preparing us for future challenges. The next time you lay your head on your pillow, Remember that you're about to participate in one of Sawyer's most remarkable processes. Your sleeping brain will orchestrate a symphony of neural activity, create vivid sensory experiences from pure thought, and weave the experiences of your day into the fabric of who you are. In the theater of dreams, you are simultaneously the playwright, director, actor, and audience of stories that can transform your waking life in ways both subtle and profound. If tonight's journey into the hidden landscapes of sleep and dreams brought you a sense of wonder and peace, know that every night offers a new adventure in consciousness. Here at Solace Science, we explore these mysteries not just as scientific puzzles to solve, but as doorways to understanding the profound beauty of existence itself. Subscribe if you'd like to continue these gentle explorations together. There are countless wonders waiting in the cosmos of mind and universe, and every discovery reminds us that reality is far more magical than we ever dared imagine.